Heyo, Jiggly-Gut here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dismantled. Last time we reached the evacuation site, and we were told to go off and find relays in order to open up the gate to the evacuation site. We've done 2 of them up to the north, and now we're going to progress and do 2 of them down here in the south. So the next one's in the graveyard over there, but I'm going to come over this hallway real quick. Go away. If we come over here, we'll find a circle of flowers. Where are you? There it is. And we can get some stuff from here. We don't need that just yet, but yeah, that will be handy further down the way. I think there's a recipe in one of these houses. I know there's a radio. I still can't think of the name of this place.
Avoid the coordinates E13 and U7 at all costs. Do not enter.
Chili soup. So we've got a couple of...
This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Good ingredients there. Later on we'll be able to just gather them from the pots if we had the gathering ability, but it's not really needed. You know, there's a perk for the gathering ability where you have a chance of gathering 2 of the said item, but it never works on the spices, so you're just better off smashing them. Anyways, we want to come in here. We've got 2 or 3 scrappers in here. Another bronze medal. Lovely. Looks like we leveled up. Fantastic. So coming here, we get to the gates and you find that they're locked. We need the graveyard key. So we head to the gravekeeper's place. If you haven't already, there's a mission in here. And we're giving it according to the notes on the table. It is buried at the base of the largest grave. So if you don't already have the shovel, now's the time to invent it. The biggest grave is this one here, this giant obelisk looking thing. And upon getting that, we can open the gates and we'll get a short cutscene. He sort of scratches his head. The link relay should be right here, but it's not. And for whatever reason, these ruins activate where any we previously encounter, like the one there, or if in here, if you've broken down the fence already, they don't activate until we've encountered this one. We come over here, and we wait for him to stop yammering. So, a nice easy 3000 experience. We hit descend, and he's like, well, it looks deep, can't ascend unless I have a rope and hook. So now we are gifted a new invention, the rope and hook, which we want to make right now, obviously. So again, let's see, we've got animal frame, gather, take multi-talented again. It's giving me all the crappy perks only. It's annoying. So if we look around, where was there? It is rope and hook. Got more than enough materials for that. What else is on the table at the moment? No good weapons yet. We can make the hoe if we really want, but I don't really want. We can make bandages. We can make pain pills, but they're pretty shit, really. that's all we really want there for now. So we'll come out here. Come out here now that we've got our rope hook, and we can come back to the tomb. Again, we've got to take out these scrappers because they've respawned. I think that's a chaser out there. Yes, it is. If she aggroed, she would have ran right around the fucking fence, and we'd have to deal with her as well. Not really a big deal, but would have been a minor inconvenience. Oh, another medal for travelling around. So now we've got the rope, we can descend into here. And once we finish this first one, we can start doing tombs as we find them. But first things first, we activate the relay. Yep, only one more to go. So here we've got the introductory tomb, which is pretty simple. All we've got to do is time our approach in between shots. I almost fucked it up completely. Almost screwed up my no death run as well, because these things will kill you in that one hit. And upon getting to the sarcophagus, we are gifted with another blue eye orb. That is the other way to get blue eye orbs. So, bosses and completing tombs. Once we complete the tomb, a completed tomb will appear as green on the map. Well, that's not entirely true. Some things you enter and they are green when you've entered them. Like the shelters we can enter a little later in the game. And even though we haven't fully searched them, it goes green when we've gone in. I'm not entirely sure whether that's the case with tombs. Anywho, we've got one more relay and that's down that way. So we're just going to go straight down the main road. Fighting any scrappers that get in our way and a few other nasties. Now the next part, if you're doing it low level, it can be pretty tedious. If you've grinded out a few levels and have some stronger weapons, it can be much more doable. Again, we'll be facing off against two skeleton dudes. They're known as stalkers. Not stalkers, skulkers. Got stalker on the mind for some reason. Go away, stalker! Anyways, coming down here, we're about to come across a new enemy, or rather, it's a blast from the past. And that blast of the past is one of these fat guys. They're reminiscent of the false gatekeeper, but unlike the false gatekeeper, these guys aren't useless. They can actually attack you at range and will gladly do so. So we'll aggro him, and as you see, he'll get to a certain range and puke his guts up. Where we could skip really close to the false gatekeeper, this guy will just get to that distance, puke, and then he'll try and close the gap some more and puke again. The puke that he's leaving is acidic, and the gas, of course, toxic. Now, what we want to do is, we want to lure him out away from his puke like so, get him to stop, do that, run around behind him and drain him on the back. I kind of fluffed that one. So again, around behind him, whack. Of course, doing it with a crowbar is kind of meh. Crowbar's pretty damn weak against this guy. But we want to get 2 to 3 power hits. If you get a face full of puke, that's pretty much a death sentence at this point in the game. Then use your dodging to your advantage and your mobility. If you're not too confident, don't go for 3 hits, go for 2 and then back off. And that's the ex-human puker. They do get easier once we get better weapons, but for now they're going to be a pain in the arse. So we come here, as you can see we've got another link tower, another campfire. We're going to activate this campfire while we're here. And we've got to go around the far side to get into this substation. But down here, guarding the gate, is a chaser. She hasn't hurt us, so we're going to come up behind her, rain her. Quick flurry of attacks, she's dead. Better luck next time. We'll activate the transmitter, and that'll give us map coverage of this place. And it'll link up to the other towers adjacent to it, except for the one down to the southeast, because that already linked up to the evacuation site tower. Yeah, a level 4 crowbar is capable of breaking chain link fence. A level 5 crowbar can break the big dumpsters that you see around the place. Anyways, we're not too far away from this, actually. It looks like it's a fair distance, but it's really just like around the corner pretty much. So we're going to have one of those. We've got to find 3 of these, and then we'll get a mission to locate an energy source. And for whatever reason, it sends us to a bodgy one first. But we'll deal with this idiot. Thanks, mate. Another scrapper. See, we've got a construction site here. There's a radio in there. I don't really feel like listening to it yet because there's another puker in there and a bunch of other unfriendlies. Instead, we'll just come around the corner here. It is, as he just said, there's good materials in there that we could use, but I don't need them just yet. Again, you get them as you need them. You can break them and elevate your level and a lot, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. There we go. I might as well rest here and get a little bit of health back, because I'm missing like 5 points. I'm pretty sure there's a recipe in one of these places as well, and there's another radio. Now, there's a lot of unfriendly people around here. Chasers, pukers, the skulkers that I mentioned before. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But, for now we'll just deal with the mean streets of... Oh! For whatever reason, I looked away. I thought she was dead. Which is no real biggie, actually. Because now that I think of it, I'll demonstrate these boxes in here. Oh, shit. Actually, I'll demonstrate that. Okay, you're on the back foot, you're low on health, just go to your campfire. The enemies will turn around, you'll heal, and then, poof, they'll disappear. You can do that if you feel you're in danger. I could have fought those 2 off, but that's a good point to demonstrate that thing. You've always got an out if you've got a campfire nearby. Okay, so we're going to take out Mr. Hurler here, being a menace to society. Society being me. Another scrapper. Now we've got another puker in here. We're going to need to take this wanker out. We've got a fridge here with some corn and carrots in. Now we're going to get a sneak attack on him. And we're going to fall back. Hopefully we don't aggro the hurler. Now again, wait for him to puke. Hit him at least twice with 2 power attacks and then back off. If you're bold, go for the third. Again, wait for him to puke. If you get a scrapper, keep locked onto him and take them out. Swipe. So 1, 2, he'll turn to his side, go for a third, roll, and then roll away. Get him to follow, get him to stop, circle around, 1, 2, 3. I didn't get the third power one, unfortunately, and yeah, that's pretty much how you handle these bozos early on. Later, when we get the weapons capable of dealing more damage, it's much easier. For now, we've got to do the hard yards. So hit level 9, that's good. That's fantastic, actually. Come on, dude. Fine, do it that way, huh? Got a bit of rubber here, I'll grab that. Now again, you got to remember that there's 2 skulkers in there, and unlike the other one, we can't just lock it in a room. Or rather, lock them in a room. I'm going to level up in a moment, but before that, I want to demonstrate this. Now this is a timed box. If we test it, it'll tell us that it locked 153 seconds ago. We want to break that so that this door is open. Now what happens is the timers on these reset any time we rest at a campfire and lock really quickly afterwards. So you always want to rest at the closest campfire, which for this one is over here. And then you want to dash to it as quick as possible. And if you get to it in time, you unlock it, and you'll be able to... I want the hit points. We can take the hit points, quicker farming time. Well, I'm not exactly monitoring the farms all that much, so yeah. The scavenger is good, but at the same time, a lot of what we find, you want the survivability. You want experience gain and survivability and damage early, and then go into other various things. Level 9, what do we unlock at level 9? The sickle, and what is that? I think it's a no, it's not the counterweight. Yeah, I think I'll invent this because... yeah, it's just a dice. I forgot about the dice. I never use the dice. But the dice is good for evasion. No, it's critical hit chance. What am I thinking of evasion? Oh, rabbit's foot is for evasion. I can make a ball cap. I will do that. So the next bit of gear we want is outdoorsman. That's pretty good. We want plastics and fabrics for that. They're easy to come by. So yeah, now that we've rested, we want to do a mad run to the timed crate. See, 1 second left. Yeah, it's got to be a perfect run to the... and once you've grabbed it, it will be green on the map. We'll put this shit back in there. But yeah, they're a good source of materials as well, rare materials. much like the frickin' bug climbing up on that. Much like the wishing wells, except just a one-time deal.
In our darkest tower, I implore you to stay vigilant. We will emerge from this stronger than ever.
So again, that's a good
This is an automated recording
recipe
sent
for
from
hit points.
K23, the Crown Station.
Carting this shit back here. I'll go in here and I'll grab this radio as well. Again, just kite them. Kite some more.
You should have already received your amber pill container. Do not be afraid to use it. It will provide you permanent rest. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Yeah, your amber pills, you can equip them at any time. If for whatever reason you yep. God damn it. For whatever reason you get stuck or glitch out, you can equip them, pop them, and it will kill you on the spot and respawn you at a campfire. Of course, I don't want to do that this run. If for whatever reason, you're stuck in a place and you can't get out, there is an alternative to get yourself free. And there is a story reason for it. But we'll get to that when the time is right. Or if you've already played the game, you probably know what that reason is. But now we're going to go for the park here. There we go. It's like I don't want to fight these skulkers unless I absolutely have to. We've got one just up there in the top right corner of the screen next to that frickin' scrapper there. And there's another one patrolling further in the park. What we want to do here is we want to Metal Gear it. Or, if you've got... No, it's a level 5 crowbar that can break the fucking chain link fence. I've been derpy. If you've got a level 5 crowbar, you might be able to fight them. Yeah, old age catching up with me. I forgot that I upgraded it to the 5. But, for the sake of this, I'm going to show you how to sneak past them. So again, just stay as far away from that one as possible, follow the fence along, and as long as you don't draw attention to yourself and that scrapper up there, he won't notice you. The next one is doing a patrol around this rock and the bench up here. As long as you remain behind it and he doesn't see you, you can sneak into this area where the relay is. And we're introduced to another facet of the game, which is these myth tablets, which give some backstory to the game somewhat.
It all started when the great blue tear dropped from the sky. With great thunder, it hit Mother Earth and ripped her open. This is how manna came to us. The bittersweet gift from the sky.
So now we're given the mission to find 10 of these things, starting with that one. If you want to see more missions in your quest up here, you can mouse over to the yellow exclamation and minimize them. But you can only do that so many. Eventually your log gets full and you can't do that. But that's when you can come in here and check what you've got. So now we've got, yeah, it's worth 50,000 XP because we can't complete it until way later in the game. So we've got 1 of 10. Come over here, activate that, and that's the final relay. Now it's time to go all the way back to the evacuation site. We'll stop here, grab this rubber. Again, sneaking out, you just want to make sure you know where this idiot is. Oh shit. Well, I'm going to have to show you how to fight it. There, again, back. You see him swiping? Roll. Because these idiots like to flail while they swing, so they're constantly moving at you. They hit you, you're as good as dead. They do a massive chunk of damage. Unfortunately, it was the scrapper that noticed me there and alerted that idiot. Luckily, I didn't aggro the second one. My work would have been cut out for me then. Dealing with 2 of them at this point in the game is you know, you really need a weapon with knockback to fight multiples of them. That, and you need frickin' HP, which I don't have yet. So we're actually going to go north. Oh, that idiot's respawned. Shame on me. Oh, what am I doing? Come on, arsehole. Alright, that was sloppy. If we come up here, we've got a house that's under construction, guarded by a couple more scrappers. We'll get rid of them. What's the time? 9:10. Yes, what an odd arrangement. Now, if you take a moment to look at it, it's like, what does that remind you of? It reminds you of tic-tac-toe, or noughts and crosses. And it looks like the noughts are winning, or crosses rather. The noughts are winning, the noughts are losing. So, finish off the last cross, and get your reward for winning the game. Okay, up here we've got another chaser. Actually, we've got a lot of chasers coming up because I'm approaching the west gate of the first area we did because I intend to clear it of enemies and open it up before ending this part. So we'll come up here. Just beyond this one, we're going to have another scrapper. Now, if it were late at night, we'd see a ghost right here. We need to wait another few hours for that. So I will actually come back to this point after opening the gate. That should be enough time. But yeah, there's a lot of scrappers here that we need to kill in order to clear the west gate for opening. That and, a chaser or two. So on the other side of that gate is where we started. Okay, that's all the scrappers there, dead. We want to take care of this chaser now. Where'd she go? There she is. Come on, bitch. Smack the orange off of her. And show her that it's not wise to wear a Jason Voorhees hockey mask unless you're the man himself. So again, these enemies, all you have to do really, if there's just one, is take one step back as they're swiping, and they'll still be within range, and you can brain them. So there's one more chaser in our way as we come up this way. Tell a lie, there's actually two. There's this one, but as we circle back around to get to the east gate, there's that original one that I demonstrated to you all. And we've still got to kill that one. But yeah, there is a fire here. And a box. And there's also these graves here. Dig up the big one and we'll get some bone material. Inside there we've got some more bone material. Bone material isn't all that hard to come by, to be honest. Now, if we had like a level 2 scythe, we'd be able to... No, I stand corrected. I was about to say if we had a level 2 scythe, we could destroy those small tires. But it seems that we can destroy the small tires regardless. So we've got a bit of rubber, we've got a bit of bone, pop that in there. If I found the time, we could fish at this fishing spot here. But I am going to rush on ahead and open up the west gate. Now there shouldn't be any enemies in front of us as long as we stick to the wall. We should be fine. Nothing else until we get up to the, what is it, 3 scrappers and the chaser over near the farm. Just up here. And even then, if we're careful, we can just sneak by them, which I think we'll do. Sneak around here. Over there, we've got the digging spot. Here's where we killed Lardass. He's still on the ground. I'm just going to march straight down the street and smack any scrappers in the face that come my way. She didn't even see me. This one shouldn't see me either, because she's like looking over into the park going, oh, what a beautiful view! So all we really got to do is get this one and this one over here. And now we can open that gate and have the shortcut all the way through this zone rather than going around on either side. It can be handy for later, doing various different things. Just run up here, activate it. Open west gate. It comes in handy when you install the kill transmitter. If you haven't killed them already on that on that run. If I installed the kill transmitter now and they're dead, they'd stay dead. But if they weren't dead, like if I were to rest at a campfire and come back later and they're alive again and then I put the transmitter, well, now I've got an easy way to go over there and kill them. There. Still sounds different the way I say it. Anyways, we will end here. Thank you for joining me. This has been Jiggly-Gut. I will see you all next time, and peace out.